Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Heather here. This is post-op day 9. So let me catch you guys up. First of all, if you can see, I'm actually out walking. This is some beautiful scenery. My husband took me to a trail so I can walk because doctors or it's my husband. Say hi.
Hey y'all.
Doctor's orders are to walk as much as you can without overdoing it. If I keep looking away, it's because I have to make sure I don't fall. So let me update you guys. Day 3, day 4, and day 5 were okay. I did a lot of sleeping. By the time day 3 came, I was down to taking ibuprofen only at nighttime. I do have a high tolerance for pain. The nurses told me and the surgeon told me I have to watch out for that because sometimes my body will be dealing with pain or stress and I won't notice. So I've been really conscious about that. There was a day where I had a whole lot of pain and I had to take medication. And the last 2 days I did a lot of sleeping, especially yesterday. Without medicine, just my body. So listen to your body. When your body is ready to rest, allow it to rest. Don't rush the process. You got to trust the process. So yesterday I sat and I thought a lot about the grief people go through and how we box grief in as if it's only about the loss of a loved one. But that's so far from the truth. People are grieving every day for many different reasons. And it's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to stay there. So one thing I know is that when people go through losses, that's a grief. So the loss of a loved one is a grief. The loss of a relationship is grief. A divorce is grief. The loss of a child is grief. The loss of a limb is grief. The loss of a home is grief. The loss of a job is grief. The loss of money is grief. What I'm going through right now is grief. Why? Because I had my uterus, ovaries, cervix, and fallopian tubes taken out. They have been with me all my life. So I had things that were with me all my life all of a sudden removed and taken away. And so my body is processing that. But I don't think my mind has processed it yet. There's also the ability to have a child, which went with the surgery. That's a grieving process that I have not tapped into yet. I really don't think it hit me. Post-op day 9. Outside walking on the beautiful day. It is really beautiful out here. I hear it was in the 90s, but I was not outside during that time. I am walking up an incline and I'm proud of myself, guys. Look. I don't know if that gave it any justice, but I'm walking up an incline and I'm not in pain and I have not taken any medication today. Do not be like me and just not take medication, not to take medication. I am listening to my body. And I'm not depending heavily on medication. It's your prerogative what you do. You do what you have to do to be able to heal. But my body operates the way it operates. And medication sometimes is not a help for my body. The medications that I'm on, they told me I can flip-flop through the Tylenol and the ibuprofen. That's been working for me. I don't need the narcotic. Everybody's narcotic is going to be different. Do again what you have to do so that you're not in a lot of discomfort, because this is a journey. Not to get too graphic, but when they remove your cervix, they have to sew that area up. So there will be discomfort. You are going to have gas. You are going to have bloating. I'm still swollen, but I'm out here. And I feel good. Today was a good day. Yesterday, it was an okay day. I did reflect a little bit on all of my losses. But today I was reminded to reflect on my gains. So one of my gains was I got some of my health back by having this surgery. I don't have to worry about ovarian cancer, uterine cancer. I don't have to worry about those things because I took preventative measures. I carry the BRCA1 gene. And for many of you that don't know, and many of you probably do know about it because a lot of people are talking about it now on the internet, which is great because there's not a lot of research out about it. When you carry that gene, it puts you at a greater risk for ovarian cancer as well as breast cancer. So a lot of times when you have that gene and you have a long family history of breast cancer and or ovarian cancer, you will be in a position where you will have to decide whether or not you want to have preventative surgeries. Typically, they want you to make the decision by age 40. Typically, they want you to make the decision after you have your children, if that's your journey. That was not my journey. But I know a couple of people where that was their journey. But what I will say is this journey has been eye-opening. God showed me some things at the top of the year that I chose not to share. He showed me some things that I did share. But what I also know is just because things don't happen the way we want them to happen, don't mean they weren't not going to happen. God's plan was not for me to have a child naturally. And so sometimes you have to be okay with God's plan not being your plan. That's easier said than done, but it's very important. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how great of a spouse you have, and I have a great husband. Doesn't matter how great of a church family you have, how great of a family you have, how great of a support system you have. At the end of the day, it's God that's going to carry you through this. And I am learning to spend more time in His presence. I'm learning to cast more cares upon Him and not carry them on my own. And more importantly, I'm getting back into listening to my music and letting it minister to me. There is a song by CeCe Winans entitled Never Have to Be Alone. That's one of my songs. The second song is Marvin Sapp, My Testimony. Because no matter what you're going through, it's building your testimony. And like I said in the last video, you don't go through what you go through for yourself. Although we selfishly believe that, we go through what we go through to help someone else to get through to the other side. And as my husband over here always says, it's a setback. And what's a setback?
Comeback.
He says a setback is a setup for a comeback. So I'm looking forward to our comeback. As I'm walking on this really nice day, the sun is shining, the bugs are out, but that's okay. The fact of the matter is, I'm here in the land of the living to share the story. So, if you are someone who is going through this, you are someone who is in the process of going through it, or you're someone who's thinking about it, remember that this is not an end, it's a new beginning. Whatever you decide, you have to be okay with. And it's okay to not always be okay. Because like I said yesterday, I wasn't 100% okay. But today I am. It's grief. And grief goes in waves. It comes and goes. And it comes at the most inopportune time. But you know what? I still understand where my help comes from. And that I didn't get on here to be preachy because that's not my personality and that's not who I am. But I can tell you, as someone that has experienced this and that has been going through a lot since 2020, and it's 2024, and I feel like at every turn the rug has been pulled from underneath my feet and I can't catch my breath, I still know that I'm about to get my breakthrough. So I just wanted to hop on here and encourage you guys. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't allow the whispers of the naysayers or of the enemy to come and kill, steal, and destroy what you have, because you were meant to live and not die. You were meant to have joy. Happiness comes and go, but joy is from the Lord. So hold on to that. For those that are going through, I pray that you find peace in whatever it is that you're going through. And I will continue to share my journey. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I'm going to go spend some time with my hubby. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your weekend. Today is Saturday, May 25th. Again, post-op day 9. Bye.